Well, hello, goody people! I present you with a Naruto blog. What the fuck did I just say? No! A Naruto review. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll be reviewing chapter what? Chapter 691. Naruto, chapter 691. So, it starts out with a little bit of chit chat, a little bit of kind of conversation, funny. It's just like the Hagoromo just standing there and congratulating everyone on their their defeat, their victory over Hagoromo's mother, basically Kaguya, everything. Yeah, it's a little bit funny because Naruto's kind of presenting a little bit, Sage of Six Paths to them, or he's presenting himself to them, and then Sakura is a little bit like, oh, at this fucking point, nothing surprises me. I'm like, really? I find that super amusing, kind of like she's just immune to most things already at this point. Like so many just craziness that occurred in this humongous Shinobi war. She's just at this point just like, fuck it. I don't. I'll take it. I'm not gonna deny it or anything like that. It's kind of amusing. Yeah. And then Haruno was congratulating Kakashi on leading the Team Seven on their victory over Kaguya and everything. And then Kakashi's kind of like, no, it's just like thanks, but like really, I don't deserve this. Like it was actually I didn't do much to begin with. Like really, I'm just like if anything, Obito did more. Friend have to die and everything in order for this to be accomplished. And like he feels sad like that, and then Haruno goes on like you did a great job um, being the mentor to Naruto and the friend to Obito. And that speaking of which, is Obito still here? And then we go into Kakashi's inner mindset, where Obito's still in him for some reason. Like, the Obito consciousness chakra thing, apparently. And yeah, they give away the little farewells, or final farewells and everything. Because fucking, he's given so many farewells that at this point it's like, but you still kind of feel it. You feel that emotional attachment. I know a lot of people hate Obito, but I didn't like. I know he's did a lot of bad things, but at the end of the day, I really don't hate the character. I kind of like him, and I can sympathize with him. Believe me. But for all the crimes that he does, I do understand that he has to repent for them in some way, and death was the best way he could do it. At least redeeming himself in the way that he sacrificed himself in order for victory to be achieved for all the wrongs that he committed. Like that. Like that. I can understand. I can sympathize with him in that manner. And I'm okay with that. Like I really do not hate the character that much. I at the end of the day I'm not that big of a Naruto fan anymore. I used to be a humongous Naruto fan. I still read the manga, or at least I started reading the manga like a year ago, and because I was just watching the anime all the time, a bunch of other stuff. I dropped that at a certain point because I just didn't care much for. But yeah, but basically, I love the character of Obito, even though he has a bunch of flaws. I still like him for a character that he is, and whatever. But basically, he gives his final farewells, and the thing about Kakashi getting the Mangekyo Sharingan and everything was just a temporary thing because Obito's chakra was the only thing that was inside. Kakashi was the only thing keeping him from having the eyes. And once Obito left, the eyes left with him, and Kakashi of the Sharingan died right there and then. Interruptions. Don't mind. Don't mind that. But yeah, let's see what happened afterwards. Yeah. After that, Hagoromo has to. Oh no, I'm skipping ahead. Yeah. Sasuke notices Madara immediately on the floor, just as Kalop's dying body, and he goes rushing in to just deliver the killing blow. But nope, just Hagoromo just says no, just don't, because Hashirama's there talking to him. They're having their last talk as friends, perhaps, or just old friends and all that. And they're all sharing each other like my dream was accomplished, your dream was not, like that. They're having a little bit of banter over stuff like Madara basically says you're to Hashirama that his dream at the end of the day would accomplish. Well, Madara's dream just died then and there, and yeah, that felt a little bit of a sad scene. And I like that Hashirama wanted to at least like at the end of the day like maybe your dream was not accomplished. I could give more or less some details there. Just them speaking like, let's exchange sake cups one last time in sense for as friends, not enemies. And then with his dying breath, Madara almost didn't finish his sentence, but in the sense he said, he went to Hachirama and said, "Fuck your friendship, I don't want it." And that was kind of douchey of Madara, but that's the character that he has at the end of the day, so can't help it. He used to be a bit different, but well, circumstances change people in these events. But yeah, after that, Madara basically dies, and then Hashirama has to, disperse all the Edo Tensei Hokages and the little ghost spirit of the Hokage that are there that were used to activate the seal to bring them back last chapter. But yeah, that happened, and just right before uh, they leave, or Minato leaves, Naruto rushes into him, and they have a little fatherly son chat one last time before he has to leave, because he can't stay. Obviously, he's a dead man, and you know. But it was nice to having that last farewell with them. They were right there together. It was good. Yeah, it was pretty great, and I enjoyed it a lot. I liked how Minato said "Happy Birthday" to Naruto, and Naruto was just tearing up. It's like, thank you, because Naruto, throughout the course of his life, he hasn't had a family for a great majority of it. And he has had to live through a lot of constant struggles. It's nice having that little thing right there of like happy birthday, because basically no one ever says to Naruto happy birthday, or at the very least they didn't used to for a great part of his childhood. Like he only got friends when he was like, I recall like 15. Yeah, when he was basically Naruto was like 15 or 14. That's when not when he finally people started someone looking up to him and seeing him for a different thing other than the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. But yeah, I like how Naruto relays to him all the things that Kuchina had questions of in the last moments of their death the last time. About the whole thing about not knowing much about girls. Uh, I eat a lot of stuff, a picky eater, all those good things. Like he's living a good life with a lot of good friends that he sees made, and I like that moment because it was so teary eyed and everything. Like the feels, you could kind of feel it there, and it was nice. Yeah, this is a good chapter. Honestly, there was this story is coming to a close, and I felt it was fun. But yeah, that's about it. After that, Minato vanishes, like with all the other Ento Tenses and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's basically where the chapter ends. But yeah, if I had to rate this chapter, I'd rate it a 7 out of 10 because it was good. It wasn't anything like grand or amazing, but you could feel it, and it was kind of good, like a lot. It was pretty good. A lot of people will bitch about certain things, but people bitch for whatever reason, no matter what. But yeah, I liked it. And yeah, with that said, I'll see you soon, hopefully with something new. I hope this sounds